My name is William Bodiford. I am a student in Dendrology, Fall 2013 at the University of Florida in Milton. Today we're going to talk about the post oak, Quercus stellata. Post oak is a long-lived native deciduous tree with a round, open, and somewhat irregular shaped crown of horizontal branches. Varieties are distinguished by leaf shape, acorn size, growth form, and site preferences. The typical variety usually grows 50 to 60 feet. It rarely exceeds 100 feet in height. Post oak is slow to medium growing and lives 300 to 400 years. Post oak gets its name from the fact that the wood is often used for fence posts because it is hard, tough, and rot resistant. The post oak is native to the lower 48 states. It is widespread in the eastern and central United States. It is an abundant tree in coastal plains and the Piedmont and extends into the lower slopes of the Appalachian Mountains. Notice the difference in the distribution by county in Florida and Alabama. Appearance: bark, light gray to brownish, ridges, similar to white oak but slightly darker. The leaves are dark green and rough due to the scattered star-shaped hairs. Fall color is copper. Leaf arrangement is alternate. Leaf type is simple. Leaf margin deeply lobed, parted. Leaf shape elliptical, oval. Leaf ventation pinnate, reticulate. Leaf blade length 4 to 8 inches. Leaf blade width 3 to 4 inches. The post oak prefers medium or coarse textured soil, usually shallow, well drained, and deficient in nutrients and organic matter. It can be found mostly in dry upland areas with south or west exposures. Post oaks can also be found in well drained soil near small streams. Post oak is intolerant of shade and competition. Because of slow growth, it is often overtopped by other species, including most oaks. Post oak is common in the understory of pine and hardwood forest. In the absence of fire, post oak may become dominant depending on site conditions and competition from associated species. In general, excessive soil moisture causes high mortality or severe stress to post oak. Reproduction: flowering and fruiting. Post oak is monoecious and produces 2 types of small flowers. Yellow, green, male flowers appear in hanging catkins. Reddish female flowers appear among the leaves and small spikes. The acorns are short-stalked or clustered. Acorns are oval and ovoid oblong, broad at the base, 1/2 to 3/4 inches long. The cup is bowl-shaped and the scales of the cup are reddish-brown. Rounded or acute at the apex, post oak does not produce as many acorns as white oak, blackjack, or scarlet oak. Distinguishing features: post oak leaves have a distinctive shape called a Maltese cross. The bark can appear similar to white oak. However, post oak is darker and has more defined vertical scaly ridges. Post oaks are commonly found with blackjack oaks. Both have similar shaped leaves, but post oak has a distinctive yellow fuzz on the twigs and leaves, making it easy to tell them apart. Post oak is a valuable contributor to wildlife food and cover. Post oak is often used in urban forestry. The wood of post oak, commercially called white oak, is classified as moderately to very resistant to decay. The tannin in oak leaves, buds, and acorns is toxic to cattle, sheep, and goats.